Hi, it's 975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox, and this is me having a 1v1 against a particularly tough crate. Normally frag crates, I'm not too worried about them, but in this instance I took it onto my Phantom, and I must admit, ramming it was probably not a good idea. It had a full Prismo shield, masses of cell banks, and I'd brought the phasing Plasmax, which aren't the highest DPS, they're all efficient phasing, so that probably wasn't a good idea either, but, you know, it is what it is. I should have looped out a lot more to give time for my shields to recharge, etc. But all in all, it was a fun 1v1, and I'm bringing you all of it. And I even had a 2v2 against this ship, and my beam de lance failed to break its shields before the fight was over. Admittedly, meta was in his dolphin, so it was my FDL and a dolphin versus two crates. But it was a good fun fight, and like I say, the dolphin on the night did outstandingly well. It was involved in a lot of fighting and survived a long time. Meta has a massive amount of chaff on that thing, and it's very difficult to pin down given its stealth, amount of chaff, and for a shieldless small ship with just two small hard points, it's a pain in the butt to deal with. And if you're not careful, if you've got no shields, that thing can ram you to death quite easily. Yeah, the Dolphin is a spectacular ship. I actually thought at this point in the fight that I had my thermal conduit Plasmax on the short range blaster ones, and it was yeah, and I was like, no I don't. When I realised the plasma wasn't getting any shinier and brighter and I've been procced for heat, yeah, I might have made a difference because they're much higher DPS, much higher DPS than this ship with the phasing version, but you know, it is what I picked up to come over and have this fight in, and yeah, just it was a good fun fight. I'm out of practice using Plasmax. I don't think I flight assist off at all in this fight. I was being incredibly lazy, but all in all, I had a fun time, and yeah, it is quite fun and challenging using, you know, doing 1v1s in ships with fixed weapons, because I don't do it very often. I am incredibly lazy, and yeah, I don't tend to use the fixed weapons very often. I am a gimbal scrub, and I will be a gimbal scrub until the day I put up the controller for this game, I tell you. And if they ever bring out a future version of Elite Dangerous, I will probably be a gimbal scrub in that version. Actually, by then I'll be so old I'll probably be the turreted scrub, which I do remember someone having a go at me for one of my ships once, because they were like, but you've got 5 gimbaled weapons, and I was like, technically 2/3 of them aren't gimbaled, but the other 2 are turreted, because my phasing Mamba, the 2 small hard points are both turreted, long range, reach out and tickle you weapons. You know, just because I am lazy. I used to run a turret on my Cobra Mark III back in the day. I used to have one gimbaled, one turreted thermal vent laser until I switched to the 2 gimbaled. So yeah, maybe that's my future, is just turrets. But yeah, as you can see, fixed weapon wise, the pit management just really bad from me in this fight. I don't really ever get a volley off of all 4 Plasmax at once, which and also accuracy a bit of an issue. But I was quite happy. I mean, I got through it. I got through his banks, and it was an incredibly tough ship. As I said, when I thought in my beam de lance, I thought the shields would go, but no, he managed to keep his shields up long enough for it to become a 2v1, and the other ship was running plasma charges, so even stealth mode, that didn't save me, and yeah, my beam de lance failed to crack the shields on this thing. But he has got a lot of banks and a big Prismo shield on there, so yeah, I was surprised the beam de lance didn't break it, but it's impressive, I gotta say. And I like fun fights against impressive builds. As you can see, I'm running a Bioweave, which I'm about to get my shields back. Normally I can get my shields back a couple of times in fights, but I didn't do any sort of adverse running away to circle back in this fight. I pretty much just kept it in tight, you know, which suits the Prismo and the frag ship, and doesn't really suit what I'm flying. I should have flown away a bit more to give my shields time to recharge, but that's just not the way I play. I'm you know, much more fun to just smash and grab and just get in there, you know. Win or lose, it doesn't really matter. To me, PvP, I treat PvP in Elite Dangerous like golf. It's a personal pursuit, and I don't mind losing. You know, it's not. I don't worry about how good my opponent is or what they're doing. I worry about what I'm getting up to, and you know, whether I'm having fun doing it. And yeah, and I gotta say, that was a tough fight from a tough ship. I mean, I think I didn't do too bad on the phasing damage, considering it's a crate, but I don't think I even did enough damage to take out an FDL. Honestly, I'm very, very rusty with the fixed weapons, and I haven't flown flight assist off in an age. I just don't do that much PvP at the moment, so much more practice needed. Get back into it, a bit more pit management, more flight assist off, and it was actually towards the end of the fight now that I actually do start hitting with full volleys of PA, so that's better. But yeah, early on it was a struggle bus, so you know, as I said, it's one of those ships that I love flying it. It's good fun, and I have beaten some decent commanders in this ship over the years, but ramming that bigger Prismo shield was probably not a good idea. Normally this ship does quite well in rams, but only against other biweaves. It was built for the crate tournament, in which most of the competitors ram biweave, hence why it has ram written across the cockpit to remind me I can ram things in this. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. And yeah, GG. It was a fun fight in which I went down swinging and ramming. And yeah, not a good performance from me, but a fun fight nevertheless. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.